Okay, here we are. This is the Make It Club, Make Your Brand Sprint, week 6 of 6. We are in the final class. Holy Hannah, I do not know how this went by so fast. For the last time, before we dive in, here's some housekeeping items. First, the washrooms are located in the safety of your own home, perhaps upstairs or just down the hall. This is a safe space. I don't believe in stupid questions. Please ask away. And you can ask questions at any time. The chat's the best place where you can raise your hand. And hello if you are watching on the replay of the recording. And the handouts that we are working through is the Canva brand kit, which I realize I need to boot up my Canva, so I'm going to do that. Hey, Richard made it. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, so here we are in our sniff sniff last class. Today's the class where we bring everything together and create a set of guidelines. Spoiler, you've been working on them in the Canva brand kit the whole time. This is the class where we're really going to clean it up and create a one-page reference so that you're not searching for your color codes or forget what your headline font is. We're going to have it all in one place. It's good for you, and if eventually you have teammates or students or employees or anything, you can pass along to them as well. So this class is going to be probably pretty short on the presentation side because I want to give you as much time as possible to help finish things up and pull things together. So I'm going to show you, this is a click along with me exercise in Canva about how to set up that brand kit as well. I want to give you, say, as much in-class working time as possible and time to get final feedback from me. Does anybody have any questions about that before we get started? No, okay. All right, so here is the presentation section. Okay, so a few things that we need to do to finalize our brand. And I know that many of you may not be at this level yet. I know we've been working on this for 6 weeks. It seems like a short time and a super long time at the same time. But I want to tell you what the next steps are so that when you feel ready, this is what you do. So I wanted to open up Canva again, and you can see I've been working on all sorts of things here. I'm going to open up our brand kit here. When you get to a place where your brand is finalized, what I want you to do is go to the very end of the file, and I want you to click this little arrow here to add a new page type. I want you to go to More, and I want you to type in logo. And let's see. No, I want it to be bigger than that. So for some reason, logo's not showing up. So I want to do custom size, and I want it to be 1,000 pixels by 1,000 pixels. And I want you to create a new page. Now, I want you to do it this way instead of this way, because if you add a page, it's just going to add a page of the same size here. And I want this to be a very specific size for a specific reason. So once you have this new logo page here, I want you to scroll through all of the pages and find the page, because I know many of you have added extra pages. Find the page where you have your logo finalized, colored, it's the correct fonts, it's the correct shape, everything's great, exactly as it is. So I'm just gonna like literally copy this, and then I'm gonna put it on this page. And I'm going to make it as big as possible. I'm going to leave like a little bit of a margin. See how those crosshair lines there, that this is telling me that that's exactly in the center. Shoot. So once I have my logo on the page, I've got a bit of a border there. That's great. Then I want to download it. So under share here in the top right-hand corner, I'm going to go to download. I'm going to go to PNG. Now I'm going to click transparent background and select the current page. If you don't have Canva Pro, you're not going to be able to get a PNG with a transparent background. And that may cause you some challenges in the future if you're trying to put your logo on top of something else. But, you know, this is the limitations of Canva. But ideally, we would like it with a transparent background. So we have, you know, in theory, like our color logo is here. I'm just using this dotted circle as an example. And then we're going to hit download. And when you hit that, it's going to ask you to save it somewhere. Now, I want you to take this page and duplicate it. So down here in the right-hand corner, click the 3 dots and duplicate this page. And then on this page, it's making it small for some reason, I want you to change the coloring in your logo to all black. And I know we started with all black. So if you have that saved somewhere and you can just copy it, great. If not, just select all of the different elements, your text, any icons, whatever, and change it to all black. Then I want you to download it again. Then I want you to duplicate the page again. And I want you to change all the elements, and you may have to like draw a box to select everything. I want you to change everything to all white. You may not be able to see it. If you need some help making sure that it's okay, go over to Elements and Shapes and put a square in the background. And then, you know, I want you to make it white. And once you're happy that your logo, look, all the elements, all the text, icons, whatever is with it, it's all in white, it looks great, it works well, then I want you to delete the background and download it again. So by the end, you're going to have 3 versions of your logo. You're going to have a color version, a black version, and a white version. And that will help you with the final stage of this, which is on page 17, your one-page easy reference. So you can see that I have put my logo here. So your full color, you know, put your name on this, put your full color logo there. You can put your white version and you can change the background color and your black version there. You can put in the hex codes for your colors. And then this is your text hierarchy that we talked about. So this one-page brand kit is, again, like I literally have it. I'll even show you above my, you can see it right there on above my desk. So just in case I need to know, like, oh yeah, what is my subhead font again? Or what is that color number for that blue? It's all right there. Okay, so that's this. So downloading color black and white versions as a PNG, and then downloading your one-page easy reference. You can clean up your file. So some of you have 72 pages in here, which is perfectly normal and fine. One of the things you can do is in the bottom left-hand corner, there's this grid view. If you have extra sort of working pages, you might want to drag them toward the end so that you have, you know, your title page and then, you know, your logo page and your color palette and your font page, just, you know, so you have like all the most important pages at the front of your file. And if you're even really fancy, you can download just the most important pages into a PDF if you like. Again, under share, download, you can change this to PDF, and then you can choose which pages you want. So then your brand guide is complete. I want to show you one more thing is that from the Canva home screen, this is a Canva Pro feature, is to set up your brand. So on the left-hand side here, you'll see it says brand. So you can see like my brand is in here. If I click on logos, you'll see full color, white and black are there. And you can get them like you can start a new brand and then add them by by adding them by pressing this plus button here. And then your colors. So you know, you can add a new palette here, and then you add a new color, and you put in that hex code that you already have written down. And then for your fonts, there's many options here. As long as you have a heading, a subheading, and a body defined, I think that's great. There's other things like captions and quotes that over time, if you're like, oh, you know what, I'm always doing a photo caption, I want it to look like this, you can put that in there as well. You might have some photos. So here you go. Here's a whole bunch of cute photos of me that I use in particular, like if I'm doing social posts or something. And there might be graphics. I don't really have any graphics. You might have some icons. Remember, when we were talking about style, you know, there's certain arrows you like or certain other kinds of graphics you want to use over and over. This is where those could live. And there's even like charts, like if you want your charts, if let's say your financial business and you want your charts to always look the same, you can define them here. You can even like upload your guidelines here if you have more information about shape and style. Canva has Canva Teams, so this is really useful, especially if you add other people to your team. Yeah, so when you upload these items here, like your logos and your fonts and your graphics, when you're actually in a document, so under brand, your logos, your fonts, your photos all end up here. When you hit text, your brand fonts that you've defined end up here. And then if you click an item and go to color, your brand colors show up here. And that's for every document, any document that you open. So setting up this brand kit is super important and it makes things really easy and quick for you later on. Because when you're designing anything, the colors are there, the fonts are there, everything's there. Even when I click on a font, if I scroll down a bit, there you go, my brand fonts are right there. So I don't have to keep redefining them. It makes, making stuff super quick and easy. Does anybody have any questions about that process? Okay, so this is where I'm going to stop the recording. This is the final class for today, is bringing everything together. And if you're watching on the replay, I really hope you've had a great time with the class and that you've been able to pull everything together.